New McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figure listings, including those for Blackest Night. Super 7 releases listings for new G.I. Joe reaction figures. Hasbro shows off new Book of Boba Fett vintage collection figures. And I'm going to be giving away over $2,000 in Big Bad Toy Store credits for the holidays. All that and more in today's TNI News. So let's jump right into it. So welcome everybody to a new edition of TNI News, a Tuesday edition, and we've got a lot to cover today. But before we jump into the actual toy news, I wanted to share with you details on how you can enter to win not one, not two, not three, but 4 different opportunities to win $500 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. So this is the season of giving. And one of my favorite organizations to give to is the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program here in the United States, where they bring toys to kids who are less fortunate, who might not otherwise be able to have a Christmas, be able to go down Christmas morning and find toys under the tree. So they do a lot in helping kids, again, who are less fortunate and being able to do that. No better feeling than waking up Christmas morning and unwrapping the gifts under the tree. So I have already made my own donation to Toys for Tots. I made a donation yesterday in the amount of $1,000. I don't expect everyone out there watching to make that size of a donation. But what I am asking every one of you out there is to donate at least one unwrapped toy to Toys for Tots this year. And if you live outside of the United States and you have an organization that is like the Toys for Tots Marine Corps program, then I would ask you make a donation to that. But in celebration of people coming together and helping out that organization, I wanted to give back to you guys. And so on the TNI message boards, we are giving away 2 $500 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. The drawing will be held on December 24th, and the winners will be announced on Christmas Day. I will put a link to that for more details on how you can enter to win that. But essentially, all I'm asking is you to donate one unwrapped toy to Toys for Tots. It can be more, it can be a monetary donation, but at least just one unwrapped toy, donating it to Toys for Tots, and then going over to the message boards and letting us know that you've done that. And that basically will automatically enter you to win one of those 2 $500 store credits. So again, link to those details on that one is in the video description. But then this coming Friday, the 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be having another live stream over on my other YouTube channel. You've probably heard me talk about here recently how I've launched, or I took my old vlog channel and have turned it essentially into a channel specifically for my live streams. And that's all based on the YouTube algorithm and everything. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel yet, I do ask that you do that. You will need to be a subscriber of that second channel in order to be entered for the $500 store credits I'm going to be giving away over there this coming Friday during the live stream. So I have a link to that channel in the video description below. In fact, I have a link to the specific video, the live stream video, which again will go live at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Friday the 17th. And essentially, just like on the forums, all I'm asking is that you donate at least one unwrapped toy to Toys for Tots, or again, if you're overseas, to whatever organization that is similar to that helps get toys into the hands of kids who are less fortunate. So, and basically I'm just going to be doing random drawings, 2 random drawings during Friday's live stream, where I pick 2 lucky winners to win the $500 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. So really easy, not even doing like the trivia contest or anything like that this time. It's just going to be a random drawing based on people who are commenting in the video. You do have to be a subscriber to the channel. You'll only be able to comment if you're a subscriber. So if you haven't already subscribed over there, again, the link to that channel is in the video description, this video description below. And I do recommend that you head over there and go on and do that. But I want to give back to you guys. Hopefully you guys are going to help support Toys for Tots this year. But I also want to give back to you guys and, give a couple of you guys a chance to have a really good Christmas. probably gonna have a good Christmas no matter what. But if you have an extra $500 that you can play with to buy action figures at Big Bad Toy Store, I think that'll help a lot as well. So again, please check out both of those contests. And as always, we also have just our normal regular monthly forum contest on both Marvelous News and TNI, where we give away $100 store credits again to Big Bad Toy Store. So that's even more additional ways that you can win this month. Okay, now let's get into the news, the toy news, and let's start off with some McFarlane news. So I have some new rumored listings that I wanted to go on and share with you today. So these, as always, come via overseas retailers who start to put these up for pre-order or start listing them, distributors and such that start listing these. These have not been confirmed by McFarlane Toys, so we will consider them as rumor until that officially happens. But 9 times out of 10, these rumored lists do end up being true. So shout out to Q Monotos for the heads up on these. They seem to be the first person to have tracked these down. So primarily we are looking at a wave of figures that will be based on the storyline, the DC Comics storyline Blackest Night, which was actually a Green Lantern story. Of course, McFarlane has found a way to include a Batman figure in that wave, Superman as well. But probably the coolest figure that the Green Lantern fans will see in this wave is Kyle Rayner Green Lantern. Looks like it's going to be included in this wave. And then, of course, a Blackest Night Batman figure and a Blackest Night Superman figure. And then Deathstorm is also supposed to be in this wave. And then there's going to be a Build-A-Figure. This is a Build-A-Figure wave. The Build-A-Figure for this wave is the character Atrocitus. So I think that's how you say it. Now, 2 other figures that have been listed, and I don't know if these were just discovered. I want to say these might have floated around before, but I wanted to go on and bring them to your attention. They are mega figures, so these are one standalone figures, but larger size ones. So one figure is Killer Croc, and then the second one is Man-Bat. Now, it's not known what exact versions of these characters. These characters have appeared differently over the years, so it's not entirely known how exactly these figures will look. But it looks like some version of Killer Croc and Man-Bat will be coming to the line as mega figures. Now, besides that, Amazon has listed a couple of figures that have not yet been officially announced by McFarlane Toys. These are ones that we have seen listings for previously, but they were actually available for pre-order on Amazon's website. I think they've sold out now. They did not have images available for these figures. They just had the figures listed. But as of yesterday, again, they were actually available for pre-order. So first of all, they had for pre-order the Multiverse 2-pack from The Dark Knight Returns featuring Superman and Batman. I'm going to assume these are going to be reissues of the Superman and Batman figures that are in the single release, the Build-A-Wave with the horse, maybe with some slight alterations, probably some type of diorama piece like we generally see. But that one, Amazon was listing with a February 28th release date. Now, the second figure that they had listed was for Endless Winter. So there's actually an entire wave, Build-A-Wave, that's supposed to be coming for Endless Winter. But as of right now, it looks like Amazon only has one figure listed, and that is the Batman figure. So again, this is based on the Endless Winter storyline. Now, other figures that we have seen listed for this wave include Wonder Woman, Black Adam, and John Stewart Green Lantern. And then again, this should be a Build-A-Wave, and the listing on Amazon pretty much confirms that the Build-A-Figure for this wave is going to be the story's main bad guy, a character known as Frost King. So that figure is listed with an April 1st release date. And then the final figure listed on Amazon is simply Solar Superman. And there is actually a character named Solar Superman, but the original overseas listings that we saw actually had it listed as Solar Suit Superman, which is that black suit based on the Superman Returns storyline, I believe. So that one, along with the 2-packer, is going to be released in February. So, and the reason why I think it's the Solar Suit Superman is because both that 2-pack and the Solar Superman, say that 20 times. Solar Suit Superman figure were listed together at the same time in the same listing. So, and they have the same release date. So that's why, again, I think it's going to be, even though on Amazon it just says Solar Superman, I believe it's actually going to be Solar Suit Superman, which is a comic book version of Superman. Probably will have the mullet, maybe. I don't know. He's worn that suit with and without the mullet, but if it's based on the Return of Superman storyline, he probably will in fact have the mullet look with this one. Okay, and then for you Witcher fans, Amazon has also revealed what looks to be McFarlane Toys' second wave of figures based on the Netflix series. These are all listed as Season 2 figures, which of course Season 2 is about to premiere on the Netflix streaming service this coming weekend. No images were provided. The figures were actually available for pre-order this morning. I haven't checked here this afternoon to see if they're still available. But we're getting two versions of Geralt, the main character, again, both in his Season 2 armor. The second one sounds like it's going to have an alternate head sculpt. In the figure's description, it says his face will be pale and white from drinking potions, which creates this toxic Witcher mode, I guess. So just going from that, I'm guessing it'll be the same as the other figure, only with a different head sculpt. He's also going to have a silver sword and base. So I don't know if his sword's going to be a little bit different between the two figures. One specifically just says sword and the other says silver. So I'm not super familiar with the Witcher property. I did watch Season 1. I probably will check out Season 2, but I've never played the video game and just not that, delve that deep into this particular line. But again, two figures for Geralt, also getting a Season 2 of the female character Ciri. And then finally, the fourth item listed is actually listed as a mega figure, and it's not a human character, it's Geralt's horse. Which I guess is named Roach. So I would assume that they're going to take that horse mold, that build a horse mold from the Dark Knight Returns wave, and probably repaint it and touch it up so it looks like the horse from the Witcher series. But so if you want like a horse that's in scale with 7-inch or 6-inch figures, and you didn't want to buy the whole Dark Knight Returns wave, then looks like they're going to sell it as a standalone in the Witcher line. Of course, we've also seen rumors that we're getting a new Gunslinger Spawn figure that will come with a horse. So McFarlane definitely seems to be getting their use out of that horse mold. And the horse is slated for March of 2022 release, while the other figures Amazon had listed being released at the end of January of next year. Now, switching gears from McFarlane to Spin Master, we've got a look at a couple of new The Batman sets from Spin Master 4-inch figures. These are based on the upcoming movie. Now, all these images come via Amazon. They had these up early. I forgot to talk about this first one last week, but it looks like we are getting some version of Wayne Manor with the motorcycle. And, it's not what I would call a super elaborate playset, but for today's toys, these are definitely made more for the kids. So we're getting that. And then just yesterday, we got images for a new 3-pack that are going to feature characters Batman, the Penguin, and Selena Kyle, or Catwoman without her mask. These are all likely going to get single carded releases. We've also seen things like a Batmobile that'll have versions of these figures. There's a motorcycle coming that'll have like the Batman figure. So, Spin Master has a whole line of toys for this movie coming out, and they're just kind of slowly slipping out thanks to Amazon. Now, these were not available for actual purchase, at least that I saw. They were just listed on the Amazon website. The 3-pack is going to be an Amazon exclusive. So if you want to get your hands on that, Amazon would be the place to go for those. Now this week, NECA started doing releasing their wallpapers for each of their figure lines. They do this every year where it's wallpaper that features all the figures that they've released in a line, or at least a lot of them. And so today they actually released their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one, which actually had a couple of new figures that we hadn't seen before. So first of all, for their arcade line, Granitor and Trag, which are just repaints of the ones we already got. Now these we had seen before at some of the conventions, a couple years ago. but those are still in the works, those repaints. There's also some more foot soldiers coming, a green one and a pink one with some bomb type of accessories. I don't remember if we had seen those before. And then for the Mirage line, they pretty much showed all the figures that we've seen have been previously released, as well as the upcoming Loot Crate Mutant Claw Shredder one. But there was one new figure that we have not seen before, the Fugitoid. I think that's how you say it. A robot type character, not one I'm really familiar with. I haven't read a lot of the Mirage comics, so I used to read the Archie comics back in the day, but I've only read a few of the Mirage ones. So I'm not super familiar with that, but again, it looks like a pretty basic looking robot. There's been indications from NECA that they are going to be doing more Mirage figures, kind of switching back and forth, doing arcade ones and then ones based on the comic book series that would be released at like online e-tailers. So, this is just more indication of that. So if you're into the Mirage figures, I don't know if they're going to re-release any of the older ones that they had previously done. Probably, my guess is they would, at least like the Turtles and such. But definitely, I do expect to see more in the way of Mirage stuff coming from NECA Toys. And also, just wanted to let you guys know that NECA continues to kind of hint of them doing their own version of the party van for their animated series line. Last year they talked in interviews about how they were planning on doing a party van as well as a sewer lair playset. But somebody had asked them on social media just yesterday if they were still planning on, basically the person wanted to know if they should go on and just get the Super 7 one or if they should wait for the NECA one. Now, NECA was pretty vague, kind of cryptic, but essentially, they responded by saying, what does your heart tell you? So I would take that to say that, yes, they are in fact still planning on moving forward with a version of the party van. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't wait until next year, especially since we're at almost to the end of this year, but also just to give some time for the Super 7 one. People who want to try and get the Super 7 one can pre-order it and then have a little bit of a cushion until they have to get more money ready for the NECA one. Now, to me, I've got to guess there's probably a lot of people, though, who are going to have to pick one or the other. They either, due to lack of funds or lack of space or lack of both, aren't going to get both the Super 7 Turtle van, which, costs anywhere between $450 and $500, and then whatever NECA does, which I'm doubting is going to be terribly cheap. It might be a little bit cheaper than the Super 7 one, I don't know. But especially if it is released at like Target stores, though I would suspect that they will also at the very least make it available on their own website. But whether it's a little bit cheaper or not, it's probably still going to be fairly expensive. It's going to take up a lot of space, and so a lot of people are probably wondering whether they should go with the Super 7 one or wait. I'm personally waiting. I really haven't been collecting the Super 7 Turtle stuff, so I'm going to wait and see what NECA offers. Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth will likely still have the party van available for pre-order, even into next year. So, if you want to pre-order it direct, the Super 7 party van directly from Super 7, then you probably have to go on and make a decision. I forget what the deadline is on Super 7's pre-orders. But again, places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, will likely, continue to offer them for pre-order into the new year. For you G.I. Joe fans, new listings have popped up at both Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store for new reaction figures, the 3 3/4 inch reaction figures from Super 7. So I'm just going to read down the list. No images have been made available yet. Super 7 has not officially announced these, but since both Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store have them listed, I would guess that these are in fact coming. So we are getting Bazooka listed as an Arctic. So I'm guessing from the cartoon where he had like an Arctic coat on in the Pyramid of Darkness episode. We are getting Lady J. We are getting Storm Shadow, Major Blood, Game Master Toy Soldier. So that's a non-G.I. Joe Cobra character from one of the original animated series, 80s cartoon episodes with the guy known as the Game Master. We are getting various versions of the Cobra Shock Trooper, which is the army builder for Cobra. We are getting Duke. And then what is listed as blue shirt figures, which I'm not entirely sure what those are. Obviously some type of troop builder for G.I. Joe, but I know the term green shirt, but I don't remember a blue shirt. So, but probably, maybe some variation of the green shirts. I don't know. But again, definitely an army builder because there's different versions, bearded, mustache, clean, different skin tones, things like that. So they're offering, just like we saw in the first wave with the green shirts, they're offering a wide range of different versions for you to army build. So as I said, both of these all of these are available for pre-order at both Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, and will be out sometime next year. I also wanted to let you know, if you are wanting to get your hands on the G.I. Joe Classified Bat figure, the regular version, it is available for pre-order at GameStop. And the reason why I'm telling you this, I don't normally plug GameStop, but they are actually listing it with a release date of the 20th of this month. So we'll have to see if they actually can deliver on that. I went on and pre-order just to see if I'm actually going to have it in hand this month before Christmas. But like I said, it is available for pre-order. It is listed with a $25 price, so it is a little more expensive there. But if you want, don't want to wait, most places are not showing until next year for the release of this one. So it might be worth giving it a try if you want to get your hands on it right away. Now, the Alley Viper is also listed for pre-order, but that one they don't have showing for release until February. So you can pre-order the Alley Viper there if you want to, but at least based on their due date, it looks like that one's not going to be out until February 16th of next year. For you He-Man fans, if you want to get your hands on that Savage He-Man and Orko 2-pack, our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, actually has it in stock now and available to ship. So again, if you want to go on and get your hands on it, that's where I would head over to. Right now, they seem to be the only place that has gotten that one in stock. For you Beast Kingdom fans, there's a new DC figure, which is actually available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. It is based on the Batman Who Laughs, and the figure is going to come with 2 different head sculpts, a pair of wings, 4 pairs of hands, a sickle, and a stand. And these figures that Beast Kingdom does are around 8 inches in size. Also, that Darkseid figure I previously told you about is available for pre-order as well, again at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. So if you're into the 8-inch DC figures from Beast Kingdom, you'll probably want to check both of those out. Overseas company ThreeZero has released some new images for their 1/6 scale Stranger Things Dustin figure, as well as their DLX Iron Patriot figure from Iron Man 3. Iron Patriot is the latest figure they're doing for their line of Iron Man 1/6 scale figures. We had seen previously one image for Iron Patriot, but now we've got a few additional looks. Now, these images have been released in preparation for this weekend's upcoming Winterfest event, which is an overseas event that happens annually. We see a lot of the overseas companies usually in attendance at these, where they do show off new reveals. So this weekend we'll probably see more from ThreeZero, maybe some new Mafex, SH Figure Arts, and those like. So keep it to the websites this weekend for anything revealed from there. We'll be sure to have coverage of that for you, again on TNI, Marvelous News, and so on. Hot Toys also released a teaser for an upcoming new Loki figure based on the Loki Disney Plus series. It's classic Loki, in that comic book style outfit, the older Loki. So we just have this one teaser image at this time, no other details, but I would expect them to give us more info and images probably in the next week or so. Now that's it for Marvel today, but this coming Thursday will be the Hasbro Marvel Legends live stream taking place at 1 p.m. Eastern time, not the normal 11 o'clock, but at 1 p.m. And I do expect some reveals like the new Doctor Strange wave and probably a few other things. So we'll have full coverage on Marvelous News for that, and then I'll probably bring you details about that here. I'm guessing probably on Friday, because I actually am going to see the new Spider-Man movie later that day. I decided I didn't want to wait for the home release on that one, because otherwise it'll be completely spoiled thanks to those people on Instagram. So look for my next news video probably to come on Friday here, but then also remember I'm going to be doing a live stream on my other channel Friday evening. So you'll be getting 2 of me for the price of 1, plus you'll have chances to win pretty cool prizes and $500 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. Now the final bit of news I have for you today is on the Star Wars front. So today was Bring Home the Bounty Day, and we got a couple of new Hasbro Vintage Collection figure reveals. So specifically 2 figures based on the upcoming Book of Boba Fett series. We are getting the characters Fennec and Boba Fett himself in his armor. So the Fennec figure will be a regular release figure. These are, both of these are regular releases. They're not store exclusives. They will be going up for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, so the 15th. And they will be, again, available pretty much everywhere, including our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. So the regular figure is Fennec, and then the Boba Fett figure is actually going to be a deluxe figure. It comes in that new style of packaging that does not have any plastic. So you can see here that the figure is going to come with a jetpack that has a removable missile. You also get some blast effects for the jetpack and the missile. You're going to get 2 Stormtrooper helmets. You are going to get the unmasked head. Of course, he's going to come with his weapons. So again, that is going to be a deluxe figure. So that one is going to be more expensive. It's going to cost you about $26. And then the Fennec figure will be, just like I said, just a regular release. On top of that, they also announced a Katan Black Series helmet, which will also be going up for pre-order pretty much everywhere. That's the next helmet they're doing in their replica line for the Black Series. So as I said, all of those will be available tomorrow, the 15th, for pre-order at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so that's it for today. And as always, I'd love to hear your own thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, please think about subscribing to this channel and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And then I'm also asking you to head over to my other channel that I'm going to be doing my live streams at and subscribe to that channel as well if you haven't already. There is a link to that channel down in the video description below. This week on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, again, I am going to be giving away 2, not 1, but 2 $500 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. It is essentially just going to be a random drawing held for those who are participating in the live stream. You do have to subscribe to that channel in order to be able to comment and such. So hopefully you'd want to subscribe anyway, but if you need some extra incentive, then hopefully a chance to win a $500 store credit, 2 chances to win a $500 store credit to Big Bad Toy Store will be enough incentive for you. So again, link to that channel is in the video description below. So stay safe out there, guys. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.